Warm greeting everyone, and welcome to our channel Noaming. Today we are going to be talking about artificial meat. Artificial meat is a rapidly growing sector that is developing new ways to produce meat without the need for animals. Artificial meat is made in a laboratory setting by culturing animal cells. The process is similar to how other cell cultures are made, but with some key differences. The first step is to collect stem cells from an animal. These cells can be taken from a variety of sources, including muscle tissue, fat tissue, or blood. The stem cells are then grown in a nutrient-rich environment called a bioreactor. The bioreactor is designed to provide the cells with the conditions they need to grow and multiply. As the cells grow, they form muscle tissue. The muscle tissue can then be shaped into different products, such as burgers, sausages, or steaks. The specific processing steps involved in making artificial meat vary depending on the company and the product. However, some of the common steps include harvesting stem cells. The first step is to harvest stem cells from an animal. This can be done by taking a small sample of muscle tissue or blood. Growing the stem cells. The stem cells are then grown in a bioreactor. The bioreactor is a large tank that is filled with a nutrient-rich liquid. The cells are suspended in the liquid and are constantly stirred. This helps to ensure that the cells have access to the nutrients they need to grow. Forming muscle tissue. As the cells grow, they form muscle tissue. The muscle tissue is then harvested from the bioreactor and shaped into different products. Adding flavor and texture. The muscle tissue can then be flavored and textured to make it taste and feel like traditional meat. This can be done by adding ingredients such as salt, fat, and plant-based proteins. Packaging and storing. The artificial meat is then packaged and stored. It can be stored in the refrigerator or freezer for later use. The process of making artificial meat is still in its early stages, but it is rapidly developing. Scientists are working on ways to improve the taste, texture, and nutritional value of artificial meat. They are also working on ways to make artificial meat more affordable. Here are some of the potential benefits of artificial meat. Reduced environmental impact. Artificial meat production could help to reduce the environmental impact of meat production. Traditional meat production is a major contributor to climate change, water pollution, and deforestation. Artificial meat could help to reduce these impacts by eliminating the need to raise and slaughter animals. Improved animal welfare. Artificial meat could help to improve animal welfare. Animals raised for food often experience a great deal of suffering. Artificial meat could help to reduce this suffering by eliminating the need to raise animals in factory farms. More nutritious. Artificial meat can be tailored to have specific nutritional benefits. For example, it could be made to be lower in fat or higher in protein. More affordable. As the technology develops, artificial meat is expected to become more affordable. This could make it a more accessible option for people around the world. Taste. Scientists are working on ways to improve the taste of artificial meat, and some products on the market are already comparable to traditional meat. Here are some of the challenges that need to be addressed before artificial meat can become a mainstream product. Taste. Some people may be hesitant to eat artificial meat because they are not sure how it will taste. Scientists are working on ways to improve the taste of artificial meat, but it is still an ongoing challenge. Cost. Artificial meat is still more expensive than traditional meat. As the technology develops, the cost of artificial meat is expected to come down, but it is not clear when this will happen. Consumer acceptance. There is some consumer resistance to artificial meat. Some people are hesitant to eat meat that is not made from animals. It is not clear how quickly consumer acceptance of artificial meat will grow. Safety. There are some concerns about the safety of artificial meat. For example, some people worry that it could contain harmful bacteria or viruses. However, scientists are working to ensure that artificial meat is safe to eat. Ethical concerns. Some people believe that it is unethical to create meat in a laboratory setting. They argue that it is wrong to take cells from an animal and use them to grow meat. Future of artificial meat. The future of artificial meat is uncertain. There are a number of challenges that need to be addressed before artificial meat can become a mainstream product. However, the technology is developing rapidly, and there is a growing interest in artificial meat from consumers and investors. It is possible that artificial meat could become a major part of the food industry in the future. Here are some of the factors that could influence the future of artificial meat. The development of new technologies. As the technology to produce artificial meat improves, it is likely to become more affordable and accessible. Consumer acceptance. If consumers become more accepting of artificial meat, it is likely to become more popular. Government regulations. Governments may regulate the production and sale of artificial meat. This could affect the availability and cost of artificial meat. Environmental concerns. If consumers become more concerned about the environmental impact of traditional meat production, they may be more likely to switch to artificial meat. Overall, the future of artificial meat is uncertain. However, the technology is developing rapidly, and there is a growing interest in artificial meat from consumers and investors. It is possible that artificial meat could become a major part of the food industry in the future.